Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and today we have some juicy news for Path of Exile. As you know, there has been a new patch and we have a lot of things that have been added. Of course, some retries for bosses. You do lose retries until you go to like the max difficulty, but that is cool for people to kind of learn the fights in difficulty 0 to 4. Some bosses also get extra abilities, so it's good that people can check it. Now, one thing that has happened to not many people, but likely they were not vocal enough. We only know about one person that was kind of saying his journey about it. He already quit quite a long time ago, but for the new people, it can't happen anymore. You can reset your atlas with a command with a slash reset atlas, and it will create new connections from the beginning, making it so your atlas gets not stuck as fully complete like his was. Now, as for other things, you have more spawn points. There are some maps that haven't gotten that many, like some citadels, you only have still 2 or 3, and you will need like at least 5 or 7, depending. The Stone Citadel is notorious for having only 2 checkpoints apart from the one at the beginning, and it's very wide. So maybe they changed some other things. Now you have map minicons also for strong boxes, and the bridge rituals, strong boxes, and all the other things that can appear. Maybe even the delirium mirror will get a permanent place in your minimap, and if you go away, you will still see them. And if you go for the whole map, you will see them with no issue. Of course, do know that some things have been fixed. Also, the bug that was good for the last boss in the Sekema trial, where you could get in one of the corners, has been fixed. So now you have to roll through it or just dodge it like a good person, going in circles and dodging also the things that stun you. Minions can also go through some more tighter places. Places like Mire are going to still be super annoying, but not as much now. Of course, there have been also many controller fixes that you can expect to be good for people that actually make use of controllers, and some UI and UX things for the main page of Path of Exile. Now you can check your characters, and you can also change the name in your My Account settings things. As always, of course, there have been some MTX that they have added. I have a video about that a little bit later. And also some fixes for the Monk Bell, as you might expect, where you were using Cast on Shock, Cast on Crit, or Cast on Freeze, or even Cast on Ignite, if someone used that. You were getting some power, some energy from hitting your bell and proccing that ailment. Of course, in the case of Cast on Freeze, it was almost negligible, but for Cast on Shock and Cast on Crit, it was some energy, nothing crazy also, but if you had a lot of hits that things that actually hit the bell, it was quite noticeable. As for my build, this is not going to affect us because remember, most of our damage is on our Flicker Strike, so we don't really care if we pop more spells with our Cast on Crit. We only are using it for curses and for Eye of Winter to get the critical weakness. And of course, if it hits more, it's fine, but if it doesn't hit as much, it's totally okay. Now, there was one thing that was also very annoying. It was some times the Zarok boss thingy, the one from the last place of the second trial. He also died and kept spinning. That is fixed. The trial master also had an annoying bug where he time stopped and then just dipped on you, and then you had to wait like 2 or 3 minutes for him to come back. Sometimes he did a peekaboo and surprised you, and did another time stop phase. It was very annoying because something that could be done in 1 minute suddenly takes 5 minutes. The bug, of course, of the arbiter, that is also very annoying if you are farming him. That you might have encountered this one. Sometimes you kill him in like the first phase, and then he goes, he gets his sword, and he has some abilities queued up. So he is going to do those abilities, and even if you hit him, he's not going to die. This is very annoying because, as you know, he has like 2 or 3 that can one-shot you, even if you have a lot of durability. like if he does the winds thingy phases, or if he does the places where he puts all of the bombs and then pops them, or if he does the one where he puts the bomb and then does the frontal. If you don't have a lot of survivability or know how to actually do it, by the way, how to do it, you have to stay away a little bit and then roll into the area, or bait it into the middle and roll out into the little corner of the explosion. But that one is a lot more risky. And then finally, the places that have, let's say, respawn points are going to be kind of, let's say, ethical. So they can only be activated by the person that opened them up, as you might expect. And also, for example, in the Bridgestone map, if you die while you are doing the Bridgestone, you can repeat it from the beginning. Of course, you're not going to get any loot and not going to get any experience on the mob that you have already killed going up to the chest. If you die on chest, you are going to spawn just outside the arena and you can retry him again. That is everything for now. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you on the next video.